Good morning. Our interviewee today is a full-time faculty member of the College of Arts and Science in Malayan Colleges Laguna since 2012, and he usually handles engineering courses. Aside from teaching, he also went busy writing his journal about the development of mathematical formulas correlating the normal and tangential components of acceleration with rectangular components, which was published last year. He was also blessed to have a wife and a daughter who graduated at the University of the Philippines, Las Bañas, with a degree in Communication Arts, major in Writing and in Piano. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let us now hear the words from our very own engineer, Rogelio Frevency Cruz.
Okay, presently, I am a faculty member here in Malayan Colleges Laguna. At the same time, I am also the pollution control officer. So as a faculty, I need to teach the students and facilitate learning activities. As pollution control officer, I am the one facilitating the documents that are required by DNR and Laguna Lake Development Authority. Our school is required to submit every quarter, meaning every 3 months, I need to submit the so-called self-monitoring report. So, in the self-monitoring report, it is contained there that we are compliant with the environmental laws here in Malayan Colleges.
Sir, have you had any other career or jobs aside from this current one?
Before, because here in Malayan Colleges Laguna, if you are a full-time faculty, you are not allowed to take other jobs outside. But when I started here in Malayan Colleges Laguna last 2012, I started as a part-time, so I was still allowed during that time to take outside work like teaching in other schools like Perpetual, LCBA, Lyceum, and also I'm a retainer, meaning I am a consultant of ME construction in Binyang. But when I decided to join MCL as a full-time, I had to decline all those offers already because Malayan Colleges Laguna is really very strict. They do not allow their full-time faculty members to have other jobs outside.
How has your education prepare you for this position?
Well, of course, the bachelor is civil engineering. So I am a civil engineer now. So it prepared me a lot because everything I have learned from my school, I am now utilizing it. Also, as a pollution control officer, my knowledge in engineering also helped me a lot in doing those works.
So, which of your credentials do you think gave you an edge in your current position, sir?
Well, my knowledge mainly in structural design and engineering mechanics, and also in environmental compliance. I had a lot of training about environmental compliance.
Sir, can you tell us 3 great lessons that you have learned in your profession?
Number 1, I have learned, and I'm always reminding my students to be always humble. Okay? Not because that our name has a prefix like engineer or doctor, that we think we are already superior. No, we should always be humble. And actually, even though you are a doctor or an engineer, nothing changed. So there's nothing that you should be bragging about. Always be humble. And second, be honest in your work. And third, always be considerate or be sensitive to your not only in your surroundings but with your fellow workers, and of course, first of all, with your family. had a lot of greatest moment. But my greatest moment, of course, is when I had my daughter. It took us quite a while to have a child. So when the time that I have known that my wife is already pregnant, that was my happiest moment.
Sir, share to us your worst experience in your life.
Actually, I do not have a worst experience. What I had is funny. It's a fun experience. I recall when it was my first time to supervise a construction. During that time, I was so thin or skinny. Payat ako noon eh. Di ba, batang-bata ako. Hindi ako ganito noon talagang. If you can see my picture several years ago, payat talaga ako. So when I was supervising construction, there was a lady. During that time, we were constructing a regional health center. It's like a hospital, but it is public. So when I was supervising the construction, one lady who was, if I recall it right, he was a midwife. She thought that during that time I was just an ordinary boy na pakalat-kalat doon sa construction. So sinigsigawan niya ako, "Hoy boy! Malis ka dyan, bababagsakan ka." She was not aware that I was the supervising engineer of that project. And then she kept on calling me. So I just ignored her. Then talagang hindi siguro nakatiis yun. Nilapitan talaga ako at hinawakan at gusto akong hilain. Hindi nakatiis yung foreman nung project namin. Sabi niya, ma'am, siya po ang civil engineer namin. So it was very funny. Yan ang isang hindi ko malimutan noon. I had no words.
Sir, how would you describe a successful civil engineer?
Well, ano yan eh, siguro subjective yung magiging sagot ng mga tao dyan because some people, they measure success sa materials. But for me, I considered even though hindi ako kasing yaman ng ibang tao, ng mga kapatid ko, sa akin, I consider myself successful because napag-aral ko at napag-graduate ko yung anak ko. And then, kaya na, nag-decide pa siya mag-masteral and currently, meron siyang part-time job. For me, yun ay success na sa akin ang part because I feel na nagampanan ko na yung papel ko as a parent. Okay.
So, ilan taon na po yung anak niyo? Ilan taon na po?
Ilang taon? 22.
Sir, so ilan taon na po kayo?
52.
Hindi halata, sir. Akala ko, sir, 30 lang. Hindi, sir. Akala ko po 30 lang kayo.
Binubola mo ako, ha?
Kasi, sir, wala pa kayong puting buhok. If there is one more thing that you would like to achieve as a professional, what would it be?
Well, I'm planning to take a PhD actually. I plan to take PhD in environmental engineering.
Sir,
At the moment, hindi ko pa siya pero kung sakali man, yun ang isang plano ko later on.
where would you want to take it, sir?
Ha?
Where would you want to take it?
Yung PhD, more or less sa Makuha siguro. Makuha.
Sir,
Kasi Malayan tayo ano natin yun. Makaka-discount ko.
for the last question, sir, what one great advice would you give to young professionals out there?
Okay. Actually, one reason why I decided to join the academy because I observed when I was still a property engineer dun sa Makati, yung mga young professionals natin, may kabastusan. Oo. Siguro that's the reason why nowadays may values formation, di ba? During our time, walang values formation. And I observe every time I go from one place, from one project to another project, the engineers that are assigned there are either fresh graduate or they just passed the board exam. And I noticed talaga yung the way they act, the way they talk to their workers. Parang they don't treat them as yung tao ba? Iba, bastos talaga. So, yun ang paalala ko sa lahat. Sana wag tayong ganun. Pakita natin. We show them that we are really professionals, and being professionals, we should be humble, respectful, and be honest with our work. Yun ang